Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to our 12th day of our Month of Mod celebration. And today I want to talk about one of the few mods on this list that creates its own universe and weaves its own story. Most of the mods on this list take place in another universe or add to what is already there in the original game. But not this mod. This is a source mod called Nightmare House 2. And what's interesting about this mod is that I had no idea it existed before I started doing this Month of Mods campaign, and no one recommended it to me. I just happened to stumble upon it while doing research. Anyway, Nightmare House is a completely single-player mod, creating its own single-player campaign and story, and thus it feels much less like a mod and much more like its own independent game. The game is done in the vein of a survival horror and takes some very clear cues from other games in that genre. The ones that really spring to mind for me are F.E.A.R. and Resident Evil. Anyway, the game's first act has your car breaking down outside an abandoned house. You have to go explore the house, and of course, shit starts to hit the fan. So you spend your time exploring this house, and you find out that there are ghosts there, there are zombies there, obviously something terrible has happened to this little girl, and it's all very typical in terms of its traditional survival horror flair. But the main story seems to happen in an abandoned mental hospital / prison. You have no idea what's going on, the facility is completely abandoned, there are dead bodies everywhere, there is some kind of mysterious man guiding you through it, and it's up to you to figure out what the hell has been happening. And if this all sounds a little bit generic, that's because it is. But just because something's generic doesn't mean it can't be done well. And Nightmare House definitely does do it well. But where it really excels is in its sound design. The creaks and groans, the eerie soundtrack, the screams, they're all placed at points that show that the designer of the game had a really good understanding of what would be going through the player's mind at that point. And that leads to a really compelling atmosphere. You'll also get some pretty good scares out of it, while the most prominently used scare tactics are the tactics of loud noises and things randomly jumping out at you. But both of these tactics again use the same fantastic placing, which shows once more the designer has a knack for getting inside your head. The scene designs of the game are also done very well. You can tell that each scene has been framed in a way that has a lot of care and a lot of forethought put into it. So, is Nightmare House as good as some professionally developed standalone games? No, it's not. But for a mod that costs no money, it's pretty phenomenal. I've got a lot of respect for the people that took the time to tell this original story and create all the original level designs within the game, especially when you consider that this was created by a handful of people and they're giving it away. With that in mind, I recommend you check out this mod, especially if you're looking for something different from the Total War mods and the Paradox mods which populate this list. So if you're home alone one evening, it's 10 o'clock at night, you have no idea what to do, why don't you throw in some popcorn, download this mod, and enjoy your evening at zero expense. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this look at Nightmare House 2, and tomorrow we're going to be looking at another fantastic mod. And I hope you'll join us then. This has been Joseph F.E.A.R. signing off for now, and you guys take care.